Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, everyone.
We're doing the podcast again on the In the Garage. Where?
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to say in the garage today we got yourself and myself and then himself.
How's that for an introduction, huh?
Yeah, isn't it? We got all the hymns in there.
Back to the wind turbine with ourselves.
With all of ourselves.
Yeah, I only got a short one today, so I only have a 4-minute video. I think the last one we did was a 15-minute video, so this one might be a little bit shorter. And then
Go ahead.
Then we'll come back on later after and do band. So
Come back for band. If you're here for the Turbine to steal our secrets, we're going to be displaying them shortly.
yeah.
Stealing our
Wind turbine secrets.
Yeah. People are interested. I already got 5 orders.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to start building turbines for people?
Sending them, man. Can I get one of them for my yard? I want to get a cistern, too. Do you guys sell cisterns?
What's a cistern?
It's like
Is that like a water thing?
It's like a water thing, yeah, for your house. You can collect your rainwater and drink it.
So, I mean, we could just start making water tanks out of washers.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You take the drum and make a water tank out of it.
You make a cistern. It keeps it fresh, though, so it doesn't get stagnant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
people are about this. Like, can I save some dollars? Where can I?
Well, I wouldn't drink it, but I might dump it on my plants.
Yeah. Well, you could get there's this thing called a first flush.
Right.
I was watching it the other day, and it's like just this big tube. Basically, the first thing you do is you have it go into a tube, and at the top of the tube, it then goes into your tank.
Right.
So any crap that gets in there goes into that first tube,
Right.
and then you drain it every once in a while. They call it a first flush.
You know, people in southern Arizona that are using cisterns and they collect all the rainwater. They have 2 or 3 of them, and the first one, the dust settles,
Right.
Yeah.
and then they drink out of the other ones
Right.
till they start running low on water. Then once a year they clean out the first one and go in there with a vacuum and vacuum out all the dust.
I bet you that's a bad. Yeah, you gotta let it dry out. Be like, because if it's like
Oh
wet
yeah,
or something,
yeah.
you're
You
like,
drain
"Man,
the first
I'm
tank.
never drinking this stuff again. Smell that.
It probably smells like the worst river lake water. Like, you know, that like black mud that you can find sometimes. It just like has that smell to
Oh
it.
no, I think rainwater is pretty clean.
Yeah, but it gets all like the dirt off
Yeah,
your
that
house.
microfiber.
Well,
Like-
it just collects the dust
or
off your
whatever
rooftop
you're-
or whatever.
yeah.
You know.
Right.
They usually have metal roofs.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
and then they get in there and vacuum it out about once
Well,
a year
the
with
one-
a shop vac.
The one I was watching, he said it smelled nasty. He was
Oh,
like,
did he?
"This is gross." Yeah, and they were replacing it, so they actually took theirs out and put a new one in. But
Yeah.
So it's on this video. What we got going on today?
All right.
well, we're gonna start. We started by drilling holes. So what we decided on was they already had the hole where the spout goes out. You know, what do they call
Yeah,
that? The valve stem. The valve stem sticks out. So we used that for one hole, and then we drilled 2 more
Why
holes.
work harder?
Yeah, so that's what we
Yeah, so
started with was
We
3.
mounted the lower of the wheel, it looks like in the video already.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to use the blades to mount the top wheel, I believe.
The blades, yeah, and the straight eyes.
Okay, we'll get it started here.
Yeah, so all I had to do was just drill 2 more holes in each rim, but I'm not sure that I actually put all that in the cut. Bud, we're online. Go ahead. You don't have to ask me. So, yeah, I just drilled a hole there. So I basically just went to every third. We kind of thirded it, you know, and all I did was like, for this part, all I did was just look around where our supports are that support the bottom rim, and just kind of eyeballed another hole.
Yeah.
So then here we go. I'm marking the holes where to drill them, and then my dad's drilling them.
Yeah, he's getting it done quick too. Look at that record
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
No one's there to follow this up.
So we did 3, and then we mounted them to see how it would go, basically. And we were hoping that these things would be strong enough to hold and support itself, but it ended up not being the case.
Yeah, triple,
They ended up twisting a little bit.
triple pipe isn't enough.
Yeah, it's not, that stuff isn't very strong. But the reason I got it is to be cheap and light. Keep it cheap and keep it light, because that stuff was the cheapest 4-inch pipe that I could find. So there you go. So we bolted three half pipes together, and we ended up with that. That was the result. So, and it's just kind of barely standing there. Tyler wasn't here for this part.
I wasn't there for that part.
So now we're drilling the rest of the holes. So what we decided, we counted up the spokes and basically just went every third spoke.
Like you guys did all like the hard counting before, when you guys like knew that no one's gonna be there to mess it up. You're like,
Yeah,
no
you think that's what it
shock
was?
us with like bleeding on the ground, or hey, look at that, there's a hillbilly.
Yeah, then you showed up, so we started attaching all the other.
Well, we still didn't have a tape
Pins.
measure, so we just had to count spokes.
Yeah. I think at this part we stopped working with the tape measure, and it shows later.
Yeah, as soon as the tape measure is fully cut out of our lives, the problems start happening.
Yeah, well,
There.
see how wobbly it is?
We were using standard measurements of people's fingers and
Yeah.
thumbs. This is an inch, guys.
Yeah, I used plumber's tape to mark where we drilled all the holes. I
Look at
just
that
like got a
fan.
jig going.
It's getting going.
Yeah, so now I'm holding a fan up to it to see if we can get it to spin on its own with air. So, but we'll see, it kind of just starts to wobble a little, you know. See, look at it.
Now
it's
you
a
can start
little
seeing
wobbly.
the
That's
blades are starting to
twist.
lean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got a little twist in them.
See, now it's twisted. This is before we put on the
longer bars.
Yeah, and the longer bars, we lost the footage or we never recorded it. So if you remember back to the beginning, we have those little short bars at the bottom that are connecting the spider to the bottom rim.
Hey, look, we're making power.
Yeah, that's where I'm showing where we're making power. That's just with the fan, and what you just saw it spinning. It was making like 0.03 amps. So now the bars are there. You see that? We extended those bars all the way up and out, and I don't have the footage. So
But it took care of a lot of that twist, though, too.
yeah, and we'll show those in another video. We're still gonna have to do some work on it a little bit more. But you can see right there, sticking out the top is bars, because now they go all the way from the spider to the top. So they're attached to both rims, but we're gonna do a little more work on them in the future.
That was mainly because they were just that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, plus we also thought we might be able to attach some more scoops to the top.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like we could 3D print some stuff and do a little bit of experimenting to see what will give us a little more wind.
Yeah, didn't we find out that it was like rubbing? We're like, hold on, wait a minute. Our test wasn't that good because it's rubbing on the bottom, so now we need a different base.
Yeah, we did figure out that while we were doing the fin and all that test, the rotor underneath was rubbing on that milk crate, and so it wasn't giving us the best test.
And now we're cutting out part of the plastic drum to mount the.
Yeah, well, we're taking the weights off. So that these things come with cement on them, and so we had to get the cement off to put basically this is going to be our base, at least temporarily, maybe permanently. We don't know yet. We haven't built the base, but
Man, I need one of those like Chinese things you order off Amazon to get rid of that hunch in your back, like to like make you stand up tall. 'Cause I'm
Why?
looking like a gorilla in all these videos. I'm like,
yeah, I got the hunch thing too. I think it's just the way it is.
no way, man. I'm getting.
You look weirder now than you do if you just stand normal. Yeah, you're like doing the opposite thing.
You can't tell from the front, but maybe if it's.
Yeah, you like.
You look straight that way. Or just down like
it
that.
looks pretty straight on the video, but in real life it looks funny. Like you look weird.
Yeah.
You just gotta deal with it. You gotta hump.
Man, I am not.
Look, I got a hump too.
I don't
You
want
look
to
at-
deal with it no more. I'm
Yeah.
over the hump.
It's from sleeping on a pillow. You need to sleep on a flat board.
Yeah.
No pillow.
No cushion.
This
No
sounded
cushion.
more like, no way, man.
It's like really what you should do is you just need to go find one of those benches, you know, and sleep on that. Get a newspaper for a blanket. Embrace the hobo. You know, find your inner hobo. Go full on.
So, yeah. So we got rid of the weights, right?
Yeah. So we got rid of the weights, and then we were just gonna. That's the top part of the drum. So then we just lifted the whole thing in, put the bridge rectifier on the inside, and basically we just took like some. I think they're like construction screws, and just screwed the two pieces of plastic together. That's what I'm doing right now. You can't really see it, but I'm just putting in like 3-inch screws. So now we have a base. Now it's spinning a lot better because it's not rubbing on a milk crate. I think we do the test again, but you can see Tyler will rock it, see how it all moves. So it still is not good enough. It's still not quite. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess we lost our video.
All the video's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when it goes to the end, huh? I
don't know why. How come because we're on the video one. I need to take all that stuff off of the video one. Yeah, so just pause it there.
Look at that. I'm just bending it.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the issue is that you can go back to all chat if you want. But that's the issue is that it kind of all tweaks over, you know, as it spins. So we need to find a way to, and I was also thinking what we could do is we could tie in from a corner to the other corner, put some crosses in the middle, and that will keep it from like.
Yeah, do some right stuff.
Yeah. So I mean.
The Wright brothers stuff.
What's a Wright brothers stuff?
Isn't that what they call like that where you do
like
strings
a
in
cross
between?
brace? I think they call it like a gusset.
I don't remember, but
we need to triangulate it.
We got some things.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do that. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. We could just put some wire in between and like tighten it.
Wire and tighten.
Because then it would be super light, but it might keep it from twisting.
Well, isn't that what the Wright brothers did with their
like
wing design? To keep it from
like they tied
twisting it.
I don't know. I haven't heard that before, but yeah, sounds right. Sure, why not?
Sure, why not, man?
All right, so I mean, I guess on the next one we'll have to. Well, I think we still have to film it, but
heck yeah, we will.
The next one we put it on a trailer and was running around the neighborhood to see how much power we could get. Unfortunately, we didn't really film too well on that one, but
yeah.
Well, the part 2 on the Prius road test will be filmed better.
Yeah, I guess we could put it back on the trailer and try again. It almost fell off the trailer a couple times.
No.
The strap kept coming loose.
We got some things to put on the side to help.
Yeah, I'll just have you sit on the trailer and hold it.
With the GoPro underneath.
Yeah, just have a camera and hold the turbine on the trailer at the same time.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Just give me some safety gear.
Like some safety glasses.
Put on a helmet.
We'll just strap you to the trailer.
That's
and then you can't fall off, and then you hold on to the wind turbine. And the other hand, you just hold on to a GoPro.
This is definitely going to be some Wild West stuff.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah. You think the cops will care?
That way they don't care. Personal harm, as long as you're not hurting anyone else's stuff, man, you can do whatever you want to yourself, as long as it's not dying. Up until death.
Yeah, we won't be going that fast. If you fall off, you'll probably be all right.
Some road rashes, brush it off.
Yeah, I only went like 25, but the problem was it would get like so wonky back and forth. We need to get it squared up so that it stays solid.
Right. Makes that power.
Oh, and I did get some video of it actually moving with the actual wind. So
tie that up.
Yeah, we can throw that on the next one too.
Next video is going to be great, guys. You're going to see all this great wind turbine power.
Yeah, and then we need, so the next steps are we need to build a frame for it to put it on the shed or whatever, and
a little bit more testing and reassuring.
Yep.
Bigger scooping, 3D printing.
Yeah.
Wild garage business going on here.
Yep.
And they just get to enjoy it. They don't have to deal with get the screws inside them.
Well, maybe. I mean, if they're watching this, they might be building their own.
Yeah, still in our wind turbine secrets. I guarantee it, especially with this tsunami wind.
You're guaranteeing what?
people are trying to do that. They're trying to harvest down that cash dollars out of their front yard.
Well, you could buy this stuff.
I mean, you already had the neighbor across the street ask you for one.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, no, she didn't ask for one. She was just like, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. How can I buy one?
I don't think she said that, though.
I promise. That's the next
I don't
questions you're gonna be
know.
asking.
So the problem is, though, I don't know if we're going to be making enough power to like even be better than the Chinese ones. Like so far, we're not. Except ours is at $400.
We slap American made in it. We can peel one of them stickers off another washer.
I mean, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know, but I don't know that I want to go into the business of building wind turbines out of washing machines. You know?
It's big and hip, man.
Yeah.
Or maybe what we gotta do is sell the idea to someone and get
Well,
15%.
Sell the plans.
Yeah. Contractor
Just-
screws, handful.
Yeah.
Throw them at tires.
Just write up the plans in a PDF file and sell that.
Yeah.
Hey, this is how you do it.
Thank you.
This is how you do it. Good luck.
Yeah, maybe it'll produce some power for
Yeah.
you.
We were making like 10 watts once.
So much wonderful power.
Yeah.
I think we did a little better in the car when we were
Oh, did
driving
we?
around. I thought so.
I thought that's when we were making 10 watts. Was
that
in
what
the
it was?
car. But we don't know because, it's dependent on load.
Right.
So if we put a bigger load on it, we might make more power.
Right.
But also, and again, too, once it's shored up and actually making more power, I'm sure it'll make more money. Place your bets, everyone. Comment in the sidebar how much power we can make, how much winners take. Get a $5 gift card to our shop.com where you can buy this crown. Yeah.
How much is that crown?
52 points on our shop.com.
Well, it's not the price of a big or a Burger King meal or something.
And your dignity asking the guy for a crown.
A Whopper combo meal.
Whopper
You're like,
combo.
hey, can I get one of those crowns? They're like, usually we just give them to kids, but I guess
Actually, the dude pushed that on me. Anyway, this is another story for another time. I had to finally accept that from him because he wasn't happy with me not taking anything.
did he call you like little guy?
No, he didn't.
Was he like, hey, little buddy, do you want a crown?
I know that you really are sad today.
maybe he just thought you were special.
Could have been, man.
I don't know.
You are so special to us. Here's your crown.
Yeah, here's your crown.
Did you follow a short bus into the Burger King there that
There was
day?
actually no one there at all except for
Really?
that guy. And
I haven't ate at Burger King in forever.
I got the crown. And all I wanted was a frozen Frosty because they have like frozen Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
All
Is
I
it
wanted.
good?
It was broken, so he gave me a crown and some like salt packets.
Is it still carbonated?
Yeah, it is.
Some salt packets.
Yeah.
How does that match up to the?
It didn't. I was so upset. He's like, "We're trying." I'm like, "How hard is it to?" Oh.
It's like the McDonald's ice cream machine.
Right, that's what I
They're
felt
all
like.
broken. The
McFlurry machine.
McFlurry machine. You go to Whopper or you go to Burger King and the
Whopper maker
frozen
broken.
Coke is broken all the time.
It was because usually they are carbonated. They're really great when you're hot. But
Yeah.
heavens knows, broken. Gave me a crown and some salt packets.
That was all? No food?
No food. I didn't order anything either.
Oh really?
No, I ordered.
You didn't get a Whopper?
No, I only ordered that frozen drink. That's all I wanted was a frozen Coke.
And his machine was
The
broke.
machine was broken. He couldn't tell me when after I paid. He had to tell me after I paid, after I
Oh,
ordered,
so then you got
while they were trying.
a crown for
So
your
then
money.
I got a crown and some
Salt
salt
packets.
packets.
They didn't give you your
So
money
you
back.
didn't give you your
for
money
$1.
back?
No, I didn't care. I think I ended up getting a regular Coke. I really don't
Oh,
recall
yeah.
that part.
He's
But
like,
I did know it took a while for them to figure out that they could not pour a frozen Coke out of their machine. But then again, I also don't believe that guy really worked there because he literally was like, "Here, you want this?"
Was he robbing the place?
You were in the parking lot.
He had everybody tied up in the walk-in cooler.
He stole your
And
identity.
he said, "Well, I'll get this guy for another $1."
Oh man, this guy showed up. What the heck?
He's been charging your card ever since.
Man, it's gonna really suck to be that dude. Declined again.
Declined again. Well, he's
I
trying.
guess I'll pay this guy's bill so I can use his.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, send me some money, sucker. I know that thing gets declined every day. What are you doing, man? I only use cash. If I'm using the card, it's because I'm lucky. There's like a $5 on there. You know, from the bank, hook it up.
Yeah. Have you ever been back in there to get your Coke again?
No, I've never been back to that one.
I wonder if it's working now.
I don't know.
They got it fixed.
Or if they got all the hostages released out the bag. You know, it was a sketch one too.
Where at?
Maybe it actually worked. He just didn't know how to work it because he wasn't really working there.
That's what it could have been. But that sketch one it's also part of a Chevron or a Sinclair on 47th, 45th, and I-15.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I think I know where that is.
it's like
Yeah. It's
half
kind
of
of
a
out
gas
there in the
station.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Like, look out for yourself when you go there.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, this wind turbine though, that was spinning pretty good even just in that gust of wind.
Yeah, we'll do that video next time and maybe a little controller action because we got a little charge controller for it. So it's like the cheapest charge controller I could find. I think it's like $33.
Right.
So, and then we hooked that to a battery in the car and then we put a big long wire back to the trailer, strapped the turbine down, but the strap kept falling off because it's like so impossible to strap down that drone.
Round thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, plus I'm sure Dad was having a hard time trying to keep the battery and all those other electronical components from frying him while you generating 60 volts.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't too bad. I was just trying to film it.
Trying to film it, but it was
trying
really
to film
sunny.
the shunt.
It was super sunny, and we left that little piece of plastic. We should have peeled that off because it just glared.
Oh yeah.
So,
off the top of the projective.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we need to have somebody holding a camera on the sidewalk to like film
As it drive by.
as we drive by. So we need to go take somebody up the street, drop them off because it takes a minute to get it going.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, here
Maybe next Sunday we'll mess with that.
Got some shots coming up now.
And then next week I'll try to get some shots together of it working for next time. That's what we'll do.
Right.
We'll try to do a working video, and then the video after that, we'll do a modifying video. We'll start to modify to make it better.
Make more money, make more power.
And then maybe the video after that, we'll build the stand and throw it on the shed or wherever we're going to put it.
Camouflage it too. We got to paint us camouflage it.
Yeah, what should we paint it?
Gray. Or gold.
So I was thinking about going the opposite with it.
You want
And
to
like
tie-dye?
just making it totally
Rainbows?
colorful. Yeah.
That
Make
way-
it like,
That way, if we put an LGBT sticker on the side of it, then
should we?
they can't take it down.
Yeah, because
It's a
I think
hate
that's
crime.
what we need to do. We
Yeah.
put pride on it, you know?
As soon as we start putting that on everything, then the man can't mess with us no more.
Yeah.
Come look in the garbage can.
Well, yeah. Then the neighborhood police. What are they called? Those people who tell you
ordinance
can't
cops.
have the ordinance.
Yeah.
They can't. I'd be like, you're telling me I got to take down my pride flag, you know?
We caught you now.
I'm gonna have to call the news. So I can have all the junk in my yard I want. I just got to paint it rainbowy and put pride on it.
Yeah, we just got to put.
Yeah,
tri-
they're not going to touch that.
Yeah, then they're like, I'm not going to mess with
Yeah,
this
they're-
guy.
this-
I'm just going to keep
guys.
walking.
We got a hillbilly that has special needs, and a bunch of LGBT.
I think that's the answer.
There we go. I mean, you got garage fare on half of your cars, anyways.
Yeah. I think on all of them.
Yeah,
I don't know if I have it on the Suburban.
You should be getting a
Maybe
break
that's
already.
why it broke.
Yeah, maybe that's why it broke. You don't have the good plug out garage fare.
Yeah, I broke my Suburban. No more transmissions. All right, well, we better stop so we can set up the other chat. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well,
All right, thanks for watching.
Turbine.
Build your own.
Yep. post it, comment,
Yeah.
tag us.